Welcome to Cougar Network News.
Hello and welcome back to Cougar Network News. I am your hostess, Litzy Cepeda.
I'm your co-host, Matthew Spears.
This week we celebrate Red Ribbon Week. Let's take a look at how Blue Mountain spreads awareness.
So Red Ribbon Week is a national week. It's a national week. That's something that we do every year in this country to try to bring awareness to being anti-drug. I want to give a few statistics. It says, why do people take drugs? Well, the people that we're trying to really focus in on is our youth here. So kids today take drugs for a variety of reasons. Most of the time it's to fit in. They don't like something about themselves, and a lot of times it's peer influence. They let other people to influence their decisions. They think if someone else is doing it, that I have to do it too to fit in, and that's not usually the best thing that we need to be promoting for our children. And one of the most commonly used drugs is alcohol, and so we don't just talk about illegal drugs, we also can talk about the number one misused and problem drug, and that is alcohol. And the illegal drugs, something like 300 million people worldwide use illegal drugs, and we know that that's something that can only land you with a lot of hardships and heartache, if not death. So what we try to do here at Blue Mountain High School and Blue Mountain School in general is we try to get the students kind of rally to join together and to see that drugs are bad. They have the campaign to say, just say no. We have a pledge that we have the younger children do, and it says, I pledge to stay safe, healthy, and drug-free, and I promise to respect myself and say no to anything that might harm me. So if we get the kids involved in it, then they're most likely will understand that it is unhealthy to take drugs, it is harmful to take drugs, and they'll be more prone to say no, which is our primary goal.
You tell us his day for the Dress Up Week.
So each year we really get the students involved by having them dress up, a little bit of dress up for the Red Ribbon Week. And so this last Monday we set our ready to say no to drugs, and because red is the signature color for the week, everyone wore red, and we had a lot of participation with that. The kids really like it. We also on Tuesday had Sock It to Drug Day, and the kids got to wear crazy socks. And then today I'm in bright colors because today is Your Future is Too Bright for Drugs, and so you had to wear bright colors and shades, and we had a lot of participation with that as well. And then tomorrow or on Thursday we are going to do two different situations. In the elementary school we have Drugs Are Scary, so they can dress in their Halloween costumes since it is Halloween. And then for the high school, they are going to dress for success. And then on Friday, we have our slogan that says that the Cougars are too smart for drugs, and therefore they will wear their blue and white Cougar spirit colors. And getting dressed up like that is something the kids really like, and it gets them involved, and it's fun.
The National Family Partnership was started over 30 years ago by a handful of concerned and determined parents who were convinced they should begin to play a leadership role in drug prevention. NFP provides drug awareness by sponsoring the annual National Red Ribbon campaign. Since its beginning in 1985, the Red Ribbon has touched the lives of millions of people around the world. In response to the murder of DEA agent Enrique Camarena, angered parents and youth in communities across the country began wearing red ribbons as a symbol of their commitment to raise awareness of the killing and destruction caused by drugs in America. In 1988, NFP sponsored the first National Red Ribbon celebration. Today, the Red Ribbon serves as a catalyst to mobilize communities to educate youth and encourage participation in drug prevention activities. The NFP are helping citizens across the country come together to keep children, families, and communities safe, healthy, and drug-free through parent training, networking, and sponsoring the National Red Ribbon campaign. Teachers throughout the week have talked to students about the importance of saying no to drugs. Remember, Cougars, just say no.
This week our school participated in Red Ribbon Week. Throughout this week, students have been dressed up in support of a drug-free lifestyle. We wanted the students to take part in the festivity to show them there are more opportunities in life besides hanging out with friends that put themselves in bad position.
But y'all do work hard. When you get there, you work hard. Okay? You have worked hard in your education. You have worked hard in your sports life. You have worked hard in your family life. You have worked hard for your money. Your parents, your grandparents who have ever given you that money, they have worked hard. Doing drugs is throwing your time, other people's time, your effort, and other people's efforts down the drain. Okay?
October Student Month is Tyler Carter.
Today, I'm here with Student of the Month, Tyler Carter. What he give other students of Blue Mountain High School and what his advice would be about being Student of the Month and what it takes to be Student of the Month.
Well, it was fun. I had fun. The advice I would give is to just do your best in your classes, and if you really want it, you will get it.
Sadly, that's all the time we have for today with this month's Student of the Month, Tyler Carter. Thank you, sir.
Up next, Cougar Sports interviews Tyler Carter about their new basketball uniforms.
Today I'm here with Tyra Carter, and I'm going to be asking her a few questions about their new uniforms this year. How do you feel about your new uniforms?
I love our new uniforms, and they make us look more presentable as a team and as a community.
By having these new uniforms, does it give y'all energy on the court?
Of course, it makes us feel more free and loose.
Thank you. That's what we have for today.
Now with the Spanish segment, Whitney Carroll.
A typical breakfast for Guatemalans is un plato con huevos, frijoles, plátanos y crema, and other dishes such as tamales wrapped in banana leaves and elotes. These foods are influenced by Mayan and Spanish culture. Also, did you know that coffee and chocolate were invented in Guatemala? Guatemala is home to the brightest of colors and native indigenous people.
Celebrating the Day of the Dead has a long history in Mexican tradition. The Day of the Dead is celebrated on November the 2nd. Sometimes one hears references to the Days of the Dead, which refers to the days of October the 31st to November the 2nd. October the 31st is Halloween or All Hallows Eve. November the 1st is El Día de los Inocentes, or the Day of All Children and All Saints Day. November the 2nd is All Souls Day, or the Day of the Dead. In Mexico, there is a tradition of visiting grave sites. Unlike in the United States, where graveyards are privately owned and maintained, graveyards in Mexico are often publicly owned and managed by local churches. It is up to the families of the deceased or other community members to maintain the graves. During the Days of the Dead, the family often takes the opportunity to visit the gravesites and pull weeds, clean any debris, and decor the graves of loved ones. Often candles, flowers, and other foods are placed on the deceased gravesite, and the families visit, eats, sings, and tells favorite stories about those who have passed. In the United States, for those whom are visiting gravesites are not available. Often gravesites are closed during these evening hours. The tradition has been adapted. Many set up altars in their homes, and often communities host a variety of events. Food placed on the altar consists of loved ones' favorite dishes, treats. Drinks should be placed in the altar to quench the thirst of the dead after a long journey back home. In many villages, it is customary to offer alcoholic beverages. Salt is considered the spice of life and is one of the staples that are often left at the altar. week we celebrate Halloween. Whitney Carroll speaks with elementary students to see how they plan on trick-or-treating.
Can you guys tell me your name?
My name is Dina. My name is Braylon.
And what do you like about Halloween?
I like cat. I like dogs.
And what are you dressed up as?
A dog. Cat.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Can you guys tell me your names?
My name is Chloe. My name is Derek.
Okay, and what are you guys for Halloween?
I'm a princess. I'm Spider-Man.
And what do you guys like about Halloween?
Well, it's really fun and people are really nice. And whenever they come up to houses, they say trick or treat. And the grown-ups give them candy. And what I really like about Halloween is that everybody's sweet and they have cute costumes. I like the candy.
Thank you guys. Can you please tell me your names?
Jalen. Shelby.
Okay, and what are you guys for Halloween?
Batman. Dorothy.
And can you tell me something that you like about Halloween?
We get a lot of candy. I like that we get to dress up and go trick-or-treating.
Okay, is there anything else you want to add? You don't have to, it's okay. Thank you guys. Can you guys please tell me your name and what you are?
I am Jamelia Smith and I'm a sushi roll.
I'm Whitehall and I'm a country singer.
Alright, and can you tell me why you decided to be these?
I decided to be this to entertain the little kids.
I decided because I just like country.
And is there anything that you're going to do tonight for Halloween?
I'm having a glow-in-the-dark party.
I don't know, just play guitar all night, I guess.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My name is Ashton and I'm a cowboy. My name is Kylie and I'm a dead cheerleader.
Cool. And can you tell me why you chose this?
Because my brother is a bull rider. I chose this because I've always kind of dreamed of being a cheerleader.
Oh, and are you guys going trick-or-treating or anything? You are?
I don't really know. I'm going to a house.
Okay. Well, I hope you guys have fun. Thank you. Okay, can you guys tell me your name and what you are?
My name is Max Zapeta, and I'm a ninja for Halloween this year. And I like ninjas, and I wish I was a real ninja, because I can do all kind of stunts and stuff like that. Yeah.
And can you tell me what you are?
My name is Annie, and I'm a Wonder Woman, and I want to be a hero. We might go to a church and do a party for Halloween, and get candy.
And Max?
We might go trick-or-treating at sometime. I'm gonna eat all that kind of candy. All the trick-or-treating I get from the candy, the bucket.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's all for this week. Have a great weekend.
When you're out on the court, with your little uniform on, how you be feeling? It's up there. It's up there? It's up there? It's good? Okay. What about your energy? Does it give you more energy? Like you just ready to go?
Yeah. Welcome back to Cougar's Network News.
Cougar Network News.
Sorry.
Don't let the mic touch your shirt. Stop putting it on. Don't put it on.
No.
Don't put it on.
There. Cut.
Don't put it on his shirt.
Wait, are you sure that's going to catch him?
It's not a parrot,
His shirt like this.
Whitney, it's not that funny.
This dude's shirt like this. His shirt like.
Just do it. This week we have
This week we have Jarrell and Jether going over Red Ribbon. This week we have Jarrell and Jether going over. This week.
Y'all complaining about wasting time and you're still laughing.
Alright, everybody take a deep breath and let's do better.
This week is Red Ribbon Week. We have Michael and Jether going over it. What I keep saying? This week is Red Ribbon Week.
No. No. Okay.
Is that too short?
No. And now for news we have Tyra Carter.
That ain't
It's
news.
news.
Oh.
I was looking. You're looking.
You want me to try it?
No, I got it.
Alright, Carlton, get these and ready to record them.
What was I gonna say?
Red Ribbon Week.
We still gotta do news.
This week we celebrate Red Ribbon Week. This week we celebrate Red Ribbon Week. Let's take a look how we celebrated it this week. Celebrated it?
You said take a look how.
This week is Red Ribbon Week. Let's take a look on how we this week we celebrate Red Ribbon Week. Let's take a look on how we celebrate. This week we celebrate Red Ribbon Week. Let's take a look on how Blue Mountain celebrates to spread awareness to drugs. No.
Let's take a look at how twice.
Oh, yeah.
Let's take a look at how
We're not celebrating drugs. This week.
Justin, I told you to do it yesterday. He went out there and he didn't.
Dollar can get heat.
This
He
week.
haven't been a student of the month.
Let's
Let's
take a look.
This
Let's
week
take
we
a
have.
look.
This
who-
week.
No,
This
let's
week.
take a look at who we have as
there more?
student as the month. That's all for this week. Have a great weekend.
Matthew. She's gonna take a little brief pause. And that's all for this week. Have a great weekend. You don't need to catch down.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
When she say it, get ready to go. Yeah.
What's up?
And I would
It's okay. It's okay.
and yeah.
Okay. Is there anything that you guys are gonna do for Halloween, like trick or treating or anything?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Alright. Gotta breathe. Keisha Mosley.
Yeah, you can do that. Tyler, how do you feel being selected as Student of the Month? We're recording. You already mentioned it once. Just go. I need to. What are y'all waiting on?
What?
Why are y'all just staying in there? Get to work.
I just want us to.